Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to a new Super 69 EV film. And you join me in Germany. I am just on a Sunday afternoon driving around for a bit. Found this nice quiet little road and I thought, let's give a good update on what it is I have learned in 150,000 kilometers of driving electric cars. I have been living with this car now for over 2.5 years. It's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing about it. Yeah, of course, slightly bigger battery, slightly quicker charging, but even if you drive something like a Taycan or a Model S, I think that's the case. And I just adore this thing for what it is and how clever it is and how well designed it is. It's such a tremendous car. And these will be future classics, especially the S with a bit more power and a bit different look and a slightly better suspension. It's just a tremendous car. There's a windmill behind me. Looked like something that could be appropriate because, of course, this is a very green car. You could almost fully recycle it without even trying. It's tremendous. And in this clip, I just wanted to take a look a bit more deeper inside of what this car really means to me. When I was looking for a BMW i3 and you would have asked me, Tom, how does your perfect i3 look? I would have said it has to be blue, an S, Harman Kardon audio, adaptive LED lights, adaptive cruise, untinted windows and no sunroof. And I was looking for over 3 months. I had some time. I didn't really need to buy a car on a very short time period. But when this car popped up, I knew I had to have it. It was 15,000 kilometers from new in a bit over 3.5 years, I believe. It was one lady owner who leased the car and it was almost immaculate. There was a small scrape on the bumper down below that was fixed before I picked it up. And yeah, it has been flawless ever since. Nothing has broken on the car besides of the wheel liner over there. And now the car gets a bit more older. It has 127,000 kilometers on it. There are some things that start to wear, like the leather that's around the holder for the iDrive screen. There's a bit that's getting loose. There's some pieces of the headliner that show some wear and the seat is showing a bit of wear, but nothing that you wouldn't expect for a car that is coming on to 6 years old and has over 120,000 kilometers on it. And what I like best about it is that I like cars when they get a bit of character. I don't mind a bit of paint chipping. I don't mind a scuff on the wheel. I don't mind when the interior isn't like new. I really like that you can see that a car has been used. And this car is being used all the time because it's our family car. If we go on holiday, we have a camper van that's on diesel. So we don't need a lot of range in our family car. But when we go like for a small weekend or a day out, we always take the i3. I've driven it to Berlin in one day. That's easily doable. And I'm planning on a mega road trip later in the year. I'm still not sure if I can make it, if I can pull it off. When things get more solid in the works, I will share that plan with you. I think it will blow a lot of people's minds. I probably need some partners in that, and I will definitely need the help of the view. So if that's something you're interested in, please leave it in the comments. And also please subscribe because that helps the channel along. Of course, I always ask on the end of the video, but a lot of people forget that it's really what drives these channels forwards. So that's a bit about the outside of the car. Let's take a look inside. Here is the broken wheel liner and my attempt to fix it. As you can see, it's getting loose already, but it's being held on by 2 screws, so I'm not too bothered about it. These are the new Michelin tires. They're perfect. The brakes are still perfect, of course, because you don't use them that much on a car like this. And let's take a look inside, because here you see what I mean with that the seat isn't, the passenger seat is way nicer, and that's of course to be expected. And yeah, the rest of the interior still looks like new. Some Koni shocks for the camper van. Unfortunately, they don't make any for these. Only ones that are available that are an upgrade are the Bilstein ones. Maybe you can look and see the piece of leather that is letting a bit loose. I don't mind it. Yeah. But the rear seat, that's the one that takes a beating, because with those kids, they're always throwing stuff, eating cookies, and yeah, the leather upholstery is a really big plus for it, because it just is easier to clean. And yeah, still just a family car, I don't mind. It shouldn't have been a car. One of the common downsides with the BMW i3 is that this box isn't watertight. I've installed this bag, it still isn't watertight, but there's nothing in there that shouldn't become wet. I used this liner for a while over the top of it, but it got a bit moldy, so this is better, because now if it gets wet it can dry again, and stuff in there is like the wheel nut, some cables, they're all fine if they get a bit wet. The boot isn't as big as it could be. There is a possibility to get a Wokeby trunk extension that goes down here. I don't have it. Never have had that. I would need more trunk space, so to me it's not worth the 350 bucks it will cost extra. And here you can see what I mean with that the headliner is curling up a bit. It's just, yeah, all BMWs from these ages have it, and yeah, I don't mind. I read some report about the BMW iX that a lot of people were complaining that it makes crackling sounds when you hit like bumps and stuff. And I must say the i3 doesn't suffer from that at all. It's really, really quiet. So that is in short a small quick update from the outside and the inside of what it is like to drive a car like this for over 120,000 kilometers, and if it's going to wear or not. Probably if you're a bit more cautious with your car and you take a longer time to accumulate those miles and kilometers, I think it will hold up even better. But yeah, as I said, to me this is just a car that needs to earn its keep. It needs to work for me and not the other way around. So I really should polish it at one time or have it clay barred or something. I haven't done anything to it, to the exterior. I just use the car wash at my work, and I like it when it's clean, but I really don't care if it's like detailed or something. What another very good thing about the i3S is that because every body panel is plastic, you don't have any door dings when you are at like shopping centers or something and someone slams his or her door into your car. That's not a good thing. I haven't talked about the Brock wheels in this update. That's something I changed. This car was on the 20-inch wheels. Tires are tremendously expensive. In the Netherlands it's over 1,000 euros a set. I like the comfort of the 19-inch better. They give the car a bit more range, and they're also, I have the idea that they're a bit quieter. On the 20 inches you have more grip and it's a bit more stable at highway speeds, but on this car the acceleration is just a bit better and it doesn't overheat as quick as it does with the 20-inch wheels, because with the 20-inch wheels, if you drive it on the Autobahn, it costs a lot of energy to keep those heavy large wheels turning, and if you have like a bit smaller and a bit lighter wheels, the effort that is required to keep those wheels turning is a bit lower and a bit more easier, and the stator can keep up just a little bit longer. Speaking of top speed, we're here at the A31 in Germany. It's a delimited piece. I've done a lot of top speed runs with this car. It's always at 160, 162. I believe the factory says it will do 165. I've never seen that, only on slight downhills, and yeah, to be honest, I don't really care. It's not a car that you use to blast all the time, because then the battery will be low very quickly. If you have any questions about the BMW i3S or want to support the channel, please subscribe, leave them in the comments, and I will get back to you. Thank you very much for watching as always, and hope to see you soon in another Super 69 EV film. Bye bye.